meet everybody, it's MicheleMarieDalene. Yes, indeed, it is the Thursday. It is the 9th of November. And I wanted to do a live stream today because I wanted to talk to you. Unfortunately, it's more like talk at you because, unfortunately, since Story took my phone, I have no way of actually reading your chat questions. So, bear with me, okay, guys? This isn't going to take too long. I hope not, anyway. Of course, we'll start with a normal preamble, and then we'll get to the juicy bits. Okay, so we'll start with the weather forecast. And, let's see. Okay, right now, outside it is 3 degrees Celsius. It is sunny. I see no clouds in the sky whatsoever. Feels like 3 degrees Celsius. Winds northeast at 4 kilometers per hour. Humidity is 75%. UV index is low of 1. Dew point is at 0 degrees Celsius. Sunrise this morning was at 6:35 a.m. Sunset tonight will be at 4:37 p.m. Going for the next 2 days. Today, expected high, as I said, will be about 8 degrees. The low tonight will be -3. Tomorrow, Friday, it will be windy with a high of -2 and a low of -10. 0% chance of precipitation. Saturday, November 11th, it will be a high of 1, a low of -7 with 0% chance of precipitation, and it will be partly cloudy. Sunday's pretty much going to be somewhat similar. It's going to warm up a tiny tad. A high will be mostly sunny, a high of 5, a low -1. No chance of precipitation. And as I look in a couple days in advance here, I don't see anything that particularly looks extremely threatening. I say that most of the weather is going to be highs in the about 8 degrees Celsius range. So pretty good outside to get out there, maybe on the weekend Sunday and finish raking up all those leaves. Don Schultz keeps asking me why I haven't officially made an apology to another member of the channel. I did make an apology to the gentleman, and I said that to her, and she said to me, let's see if I can get to that comment here. So let me get to that, because I have to use the BlackBerry for that, since obviously I don't have the other phone here. So last thing I want to do is get everybody's names wrong, and then get screamed at for that, and saying you doter head, you screwed up our names again. No mean to do that. Just so let's see if we can find this guy's name here. Let's gonna load this page here. By the way, you may know that the last video with the tasting actually relatively did pretty good, and I enjoyed the Marmite test. That was really good, demonstrating Marmite flavor. It has a lot of promise. For those of you who are into unusual tastes of food, alright, Don Schultz says, I don't think you're going the right route for your problems. Instead of hiding and running away from, address it, make a public apology to Jackson Kelly, and stop censoring your audience to get that. Apologize to him. Alright, first of all, we got two different topics at the same time, so let's take a look at both of them at once. Jackson Kelly. Okay, I don't even know who Jackson Kelly really is. Okay? I can tell you this much, Dawn. I have apologized to Jackson Kelly. Okay? People of Faith apologized to Jackson Kelly, because People of Faith was the one who ran into a problem when he put his phone down on the couch, that his nephew used his phone, was playing around with it, and said some stuff. Okay? That happens, okay? People use phones every day. People put them down. Someone else sees the phone. It's not like everybody logs out of their phone just to put it down to go take a pee. Okay? Now, and I explained to her, just like what happened with the Justice for Trudy debacle. I have been inundated for that. Yes, I'm still got people yelling at me about the Justice for Trudy thing a whole year later. Okay? I'm getting people calling my cell phone, even now, for the Justice for Trudy event a whole year later. I have people that were calling my house phone, inundating my house phone's voicemail with nasty messages. This was a year ago. That's why I changed my home phone to my cell phone, so that I could actually tell the phone to be quiet, and so I can focus on the things that I need to focus on. Unfortunately, that resulted in concerns for health and safety because of the fact that I'm getting older, and people do not necessarily understand that when you get older to a certain age and your health is kind of always questionable, is it really a good idea to tell a person basically that they can't call your phone number? Very interesting question, right? So, the point is that I did explain to Jackson Kelly, I'm sorry. And Don, let me ask you a question. If one of the things is that I'd like to know about the Democratic movement is this. I thought you guys supposedly believed in forgiving those who transgressed you, who didn't mean to. It seems like most of the Democrats I've met so far, and the late Democrats I've met so far, are always constantly willing to hold a grudge for a long time and not seem to accept apologies from people who make mistakes. You know what's sad is too, is the fact is that what your Democrats lately have been doing is something similar to hate speech. Antifa, for example, is a movement that was created by George Soros that does just that. It's going out there to create hate speech. Only 8 of you guys screamed at the sky yesterday, which, frankly, as far as I'm concerned, just shows you how those people were how pathetic it was to scream helplessly at the sky. Really? Was it going to really solve anything? Well, no, unfortunately, us Republicans are going to be screaming helplessly at the sky because guess what? You guys got the majority of the state legislatures, and if we don't get our act together, you are going to take over the Congress, the House of Representatives, and the Senate, and then we're all going to have to do our own screaming at the sky helplessly. Because the fact of the matter is we'll do everything to destroy everything that Donald Trump has done. However, let me say this much. Donald Trump has done a lot of good things. However, his Congress itself, that has stopped a lot of his work. People, even in his own party, the Republican Party, a lot of his tax incentives, the repeal and replace Obamacare, all of that stuff was stonewalled by even members of the Republican Party. And the Republican Party right now has the majority in the Senate and the majority in the House. But there's just not enough extra seats to lose to the Democrats. If Donald Trump wants to get things done, we need in 2018, we need to fill those seats with the Republicans. But some of the Republicans don't agree with Donald Trump either. All right? So, which means that a lot of the stuff that we need to do, unfortunately, people like John McCain screwed up the repeal and replace Obamacare. He's a warmongering man who believes that in the deep swamp Republican concept. There's two divisions of the Republican Party. It says, I believe it was Abraham Lincoln that said, the house divided amongst itself cannot stand. What that meant was just exactly what we're seeing. The Republican Party's been split asunder into two groups. You got the old guard Republicans, and you got the Tea Party Republicans. The Tea Party Republicans support Donald Trump for the most part, and the old guard Republicans would like to see him quietly be entered into a meat grinder. Now, that's the sad truth of what's going on. The old guard Republicans and the old guard Democrats are both doing everything they can to discredit him. Nancy Pelosi said she'd be willing to work with him to an extent. Well, that's great. But the sad truth is majority of other people, including Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, doesn't seem to want to work with anybody. He wants to go out there and discredit Donald Trump and basically treat him like dog food. Now, I think that's a little bit sad, don't you? Yeah. But I can't stop the fact is that the Republicans and the Democrats of the old world want to both see him fail. The newer Republicans, the young ones, the new bloods, want to see him succeed. But unfortunately, people like John McCain and Chuck Schumer are holding him back from doing the things that he wants to get done. And he realizes that he's in a bit of a time crunch. Why is it time crunch, you ask? Because if 2018 comes and all the Democrats take the seats and basically now the GOP loses as a minority, all of a sudden, everything that needs to get done is not going to get done. On the other hand, if the situation was reversed, which may not happen, but if it does, it'd be nice. But the Republicans, first of all, have to demonstrate that they're working towards getting things done, and if they don't, that probably will not work out this way, which is this. Is what happens if the opposite happens? What if the Republicans take control and get more seats and the Democrats lose more seats? As I said, unless the Republicans seriously start getting their act together and start supporting what is the people in America saying they want, guess what? That's not going to happen. It's just a sad truth. Because the fact is, as long as the Republicans are not doing what the American people want, and the Democrats are not still doing their own little game with a little Clinton and Uranium One and all their little underhanded, above the law tricks and techniques to deliberately screw America, it's not going to take no rocket science to figure out what's going to happen. Somebody one day is going to get so mad that they're going to do something stupid. I'm just trying to just get here. They're going to do something stupid, and they're going to try to hurt everybody else in the process. Yes, if it sounds like playground politics, it's the same game. Okay? You do me this favor, and I'll share my lunch with you. You don't help me out, I'm going to make sure you look like a terrible tyrant to the rest of the kids that I know in my class. It's the same thing. Except it's just adults. A lot of them are senior citizens that simply don't even necessarily understand what is really happening around them. Now, as I said, me and Nancy Pelosi do not necessarily see eye to eye. However, one of the things that Nancy Pelosi has demonstrated is that she has said is, I'm willing to at least look at what Donald Trump is saying, and I'm willing to give him a fair try, and I'm willing to consider options. Now, it is true, a couple statistics to show that right now the Republican Party has lost a lot of favor with the American people. That is true. And it's also true that statistically it has been proven that some American people are not sure if Donald Trump is always such a good guy because the fact of the matter is even though he's keeping his campaign promises, he still couldn't repeal and replace Obamacare. He still basically isn't go ahead and treating North Korea like all the other peoples have done, which is like a giant babysitter trying to spank a terrible child. It doesn't seem to work that way. Okay? Donald Trump wants to make changes. We already know that. However, here's the sad reality, and this is true. Carrier Air Industry in Indiana had laid off more people at the factory, despite Trump's best efforts to try and at the time, Governor Pence to convince the Carrier parent company United Technologies to keep more people in the United States in that factory instead of going to Mexico. The sad truth is it's hard enough to try to get people to keep factory jobs open if the economy was in a slump. How many people are buying central air conditioning systems these days? How many people are buying window air conditioners these days? with the climate change that's happening, with the global cooling, I don't think there's going to be much of a market in most parts of the world for air conditioners. So it's a sad truth that it's a really hard sell to try to tell people that they should buy air conditioners when everybody else is seeing that the temperatures in the earth, the solar minimum, is the temperatures will drop for at least 30 to 50 years, maybe even another mini ice age that'll last longer. Okay? Well, I don't have the answer to all the questions, but the point is, it's still pretty interesting. However, I'm not going to lie and say that Donald Trump is a bad guy. But I'm not saying that he's having much luck getting things done because everybody else is creating a boondoggle. Now, by the way, while we're at it, let me go take a look at something here at the table. And let's get some stuff here on the giving table. Cakes. And they put this stuff on the table almost every day. Look at the size of this huge bag of rice. How many people are going to be able to eat this much rice in a day, in a week, in a month? Okay. What's this? Looks like little Halloween cupcakes. Little Halloween cupcakes. Okay. It's the same one over here. See, now this is the reason why you probably see, right? People who go to these soup kitchens sometimes come back a little on the roly-poly side. Because we got all these food here. Six-degree gold cup. Traditional icing with a little Halloween. These are not little sugar decorations. I think these are actually little plastic. Oh, there they are. I think. But they're chocolate. They're not white icing. Oh, what's that one there? What's this one? Traditionally baked naan, whatever that is. I got a whole nother package of this in my refrigerator at home. So, then we got over here on the table, the same kind of basic thing. So, that's the kind of stuff we got. Lots of little thingies. Now, let's take a look at this. They say it's golden, but it's not. I'm looking at this and it's Devil's food. It's just chocolate, it's not golden. Yeah, it's plastic. Well, a lot of food coloring. Should get some napkins. I can give Grammy.
You saw me in NSKK. 6 NSKK. I smashed them in half and sliced them all up with it. He's looking at me.
Okay, so the one person told me on my channel, I said, we're not very Republican-like. Excuse me? Not very Republican-like? Saying that because I believe in safe spaces and all that. I believe in respect. It's a little different. Safe spaces is basically. Oh, this is messy as heck. Oh my God. Jesus. I'm going to tell you something. The whole concept of safe spaces. Well, first of all, this channel, as I said, was designed as a business channel. That's what this channel is for. This channel was designed. Oh, this is so wrong. Oh, really? This is just so.
Two more. We need two more.
They could have made the little ghosts from these Halloween cupcakes hardened sugar, and that means it could have been edible. And now I have to pick them out of here, and then when I do that, I get frosting all over my fingers. Ugh. What a disappointment. Ugh. That is so wrong. What I just mentioned about those cake toppers, the ones that are made out of oh, Christ! I get this stuff all on my fingers. Oh, these cupcakes are so wrong in so many ways. Number one, they could have easily had a hardened sugar cake topper instead of a little plastic ring ghost like they did. Because if they used a regular cake topper that's made out of sugar, you sit there seeing kids' birthday cakes. And one, it could have added a little flavor to it. Two, could add a little texture to it. And three, then you wouldn't have to take it off the damn cupcake. And you can then, when you eat it, without having to get that black food coloring all over my fingertips, which is almost impossible to remove. And, ugh. Holy cow. there's so many things wrong with this picture. I'm just. But anyway, that's cupcakes for you. Now, in the next week, on the 20th of November, we are going to be having here at the Soup Kitchen a Thanksgiving dinner. That's on Monday. Thanksgiving itself is on Thursday, the 24th. Now, for those of you who are not aware, 23rd. Is it 23rd? Yeah. Since it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, this is 23rd. Okay, I stand corrected. So yeah, 23rd is Thanksgiving itself. And so the Soup Kitchen will not be open on the 23rd, 24th, which is Thursday, Friday. It will not be open on the 25th, which is Saturday. It will not physically be open until Monday, which is, let's see, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th. 27th is Monday, it'll be open. So, that means for sure that you might want to take home the 10-pound bag of rice, but it doesn't mean I'm likely to find anything to put on it. How often are you going to be using a 10-pound bag of rice in the first place? I have no idea. I don't either. Well, I keep thinking this camera's not level. Because it's not. Oh, I see that. Oh, let's see if we can try to make it more level. No, I guess this is going to get, so. Alright, so Don Schultz says to me I should apologize to Jackson Kelly. I already been apologized to Jackson Kelly. Okay? And last thing is that I have a question for you guys. And if you know the answer to this, that'd be great. Here it is. Who in the bloody hell is the one that dislikes all my videos? Talk about going ahead and profiling somebody. You know, what have I done to deserve such disdain from anybody? There are all these people who sit there and watch my videos, and some of them really do like them. I mean, I got a lot more watchers than I get haters right now. But there's still a small subset of haters. And I find it a little bit annoying, putting it bluntly. Because I don't know what exactly I did to deserve such disdain in the first place. Now, in this news story, as I pointed out, we have already demonstrated that the Democrats right now have got control of the state levels. Okay? The Republicans are not doing quite as well. Okay? And a lot of reasons why. The Republicans are going to have to get on the game, and they're going to have to seriously change their game plan. And the most important thing they got to do is they got to start putting more focus on getting things done in Congress. That's important. Because if you don't, the Democrats are fortunately going to steamroll right over you. And then, just like in the tail end of Ronald Reagan's regime, all of a sudden, all things are going to break loose. The economy is going to take a big, loud dump. That's not going to be good. But then George Soros was just a little pussycat. Now he's a big, giant lion. And he's roaring loudly to destroy you. Talk about disturbing. So you guys better start getting game change together quickly. Start focusing on getting the things done that you're supposed to get done. Keep in contact with your constituents and do the best to be responsible. That's just a fact. Alright. I know a lot of people don't necessarily like these live streams because I turned off chat this time. But until I can get another device so I can read your chat questions, this is how we're going to have to do it. We're using this program. But for now, I hope you liked the Marmite food special. I certainly enjoyed it. I had a good time eating it. And it was a great product. And for now, I'm going to let all of you go. For now, until Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Stay safe, stay warm, and stay dry. Thank you, everybody.